Thank you. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time finding me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So today we are actually right now, we are going to be doing some expedited requests. I have very, very limited quantities and options for expedited requests today. Okay, guys? Let me just, there's some intense energy right now. What is that about? All right. So if you'd like to get an expedited request, please go visit that link that I just commented. And I'm going to go ahead and see what's going on. What's the date today? The 17th?
19th.
The 19th?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Briana, hold on. Briana Marie, are you here? Hi, guys. Huh?
She's here.
All right, she's here. So let me just see. All right. So Briana, let's go ahead and pull some cards for you. And then we'll do the scan. How's everyone doing? I'm so out of it right now. I'm suddenly super sleepy. It's 3:33. Okay. There we go, Briana. Oh, I forgot to do the... All right. Okay, so you got the Six of Swords in reverse. And so this tells me you've kind of hit like a maybe like this, not, I wouldn't say rough patch. Maybe it would translate as a feeling of being stuck, of not growing, stagnation type of feel. I don't really believe that's where you're at though. I'm just trying to see what this feeling is. You don't live with anyone, do you? You just live with like your kids and your partner, not no roommates or anything like that? Because I'm getting the feeling that it's like he's trying to get you guys away from something. I'm wondering if this has to do with any kind of family strife on your side. And he's like, oh, you moved with your mom. Okay. It's like he's trying to, well, I don't even know if you have a partner. I'm kind of like making up my own story here. There's a male that's trying to get you away from drama, but it's almost this feeling of, and again, I don't know if you have a partner, but it's this feeling that a partner is trying to get you to move away from something, some drama, some type of drama.
She wrote single.
She's single. This is like a weird energy to it. It's some sort of, I can't let it go. It's like a masculine energy. I want to say it's your partner, but you said you're single. I'm wondering. And I don't typically use the word partner. I'm going to be honest. I find it weird. That just that word itself is weird. What does this mean? Have you been seeing that guy again? The one that was like tied to no. This is not gonna be no twin train, boo-boo. No. This is a masculine energy, and it's like it's trying to steer you away from troubled waters, basically, but it's upside down. And normally that would mean like the opposite when it's in reverse. But I keep getting this sense that it's like as above, so below. So I'm wondering if this is like astral stuff. Because I don't feel roommates. And you said you moved with your mom. You almost got me, but no. No. I'm gonna have to hold off on this. I just keep feeling like I want to move away from that thought of like a masculine presence. It keeps giving a feeling of partner. Let's see what happens with that. So we also have, are you having weird dreams with another person in it, like a partner in the dreams? See, separation and misunderstanding. Two of Cups in reverse. Separation and misunderstanding. Separation and misunderstanding. Both of these are in reverse. And this is the reason it's confusing me is it feels like this is something going on right now. And it feels like you, but it doesn't feel like you. And then you have the Five of Swords. Losses, all's not lost, as you still have 3 swords remaining, giving you the upper hand. It felt like it did. That's kind of, I didn't want to say that because I don't want to sound crazy. I don't want to sound weird. But it's kind of like as above, so below. So it's like, God. But I want to know, like, I want definitive answers before I start saying something like that. Like, really, no. Let's see. I'm going to pull another deck just because I don't like how I feel so uncertain about this. With the X, okay. Okay. Here's the thing. Oh gosh. I let me gather my thoughts. Let me gather my thoughts for a second. Because I don't want to just blurt this out. Okay. Michael needs to be quiet. So I will. Oh, fine. Here's the thing. I've kind of wondered if the X is some sort of, twin connection, just because your growth and his growth seems somehow intertwined. I did wonder that, but I wasn't about to say that. See, Ivan, you jinxed the whole live. I didn't want it to go there. Let me pull cards. So if it is that, then it wouldn't be on this plane. Because again, I still get that feeling of as above, so below. So I'm wondering if this is going on some sort of like alternate. Girl. I think it's an alternate type thing that maybe you are experiencing So, okay. I feel like this is him. Card number 7, pure nature. Like, he's not really ready to be fully in his truth, like really naked in his truth and his authenticity. He kind of is just like almost rebellious with his growth. That's what it kind of seems like with this card. And then here you are, card number 32, touch the sky. So it's kind of like a need for middle ground to be realized. Card number 18, treasured memories. Okay. So I'm going to take back the whole I wondered if he might be your twin thing. And this is more of like a soulmate connection where the two of you are learning lessons. I don't necessarily feel like it would be accurate for me to classify this as a twin type of thing, but it's definitely a soul connection, and it ties up to higher levels of being because you've gone very high with your growth. You're going very, very high. You're expanding your consciousness, and you're kind of just like, there you go. Maybe need some help. And I mean, I totally get him off this card. Like, he sees he needs to grow. He sees all of these things that are going on that he needs to reconcile within himself. But at the same time, if you look at the face, it's kind of like doesn't really want to. So I think this, again, has to do with him. I mean, if it really were, if I really did feel very confident that it is a twin thing, I did question, and Michael wanted me to admit that. I did question, like, is this why you have to keep talking to him? But I don't know. I don't necessarily see the type of energy signatures that I would see or feel when it's a full-on twin connection. This is probably a very elevated soul connection that is not actual twin. But I don't know. I don't know everything. This is just weird though. Are you wanting to move out? He says he is, but he's into that topic. Is this the same ex? Is okay.
Said yes.
Oh, girl. Maybe I should have done your scan first. Do you want him to be? Do you want that title for him? So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and scan you and see what we come up with. Shit. Are you guys friendly again? As I was about to start scanning, I saw your higher self talking to Michael. I don't know if you feel a little bit tingly right now, but okay. Does he have his own place? Because the whole as above, so below, your higher self was talking to Michael. And I'm being told to tell you the whole as above, so below means whatever's going on in higher levels of being will soon be reflected here on this earth plane. So it might be that he's going to ask you to move out of your mom's house. He is going to see whatever stuff is going on, and he's going to ask you to move out. Oh, shit. When does he move back? Is he moving back? I'd love to go to Okinawa. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there, sir.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I think it's him. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point soon there is a very intense conversation between the two of you of, you know, wanting to work things out, try and reconcile. Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a conversation that takes place where there's a discussion regarding cohabitating, regarding living together. So just be ready for that. I hope that's what you want. I really hope that's what you want. Hey, Daddy, can you add some more clairvoyant and remove some of the energy stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really have, do I even have energy stuff on there?
I don't know.
Oh, shoot. My headphones are in my bag. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and scan you now. So I see what looks almost like a crescent shaped disc. Is it a disc? What is that? What would that be? It looks like it's made out of metal. It's a crescent shape. It's the opening is up top and it's right below your heart space. It looks like metal. And it's superficial. It doesn't go deeper into your field. I'm honestly not sure what it is. So let me see. And there's like very, very fine wire. It connects from the center. Excuse me. It connects from the center of the crescent behind it. So this would be the crescent. It connects behind it, and it goes below your heart, and it goes up your spinal, in towards the back of your, like the base of your skull. But I don't see it attaching to anything else at the base of your skull. I'm asking your higher self if this is something that should be removed. Okay, so I'm told not to touch it. If he were to move, where would he move to? What are the options that he's trying to do? Is it in California or somewhere like warm tropical? Because I was shown, it looks like a poolside. Camp Pendleton. I was being shown what looked like a poolside. It felt like warm weather, like SoCalish, maybe Mexico, like Gulf of Mexico area. So Camp Pendleton would be. And then you guys are drinking drinks. I don't know what that's about. But the crescent has to do with him. I don't believe he installed it, but it's somehow connected to him. So this is obviously a soul connection of some sort. What type, you probably will find out soon. Where did he hear about this twin stuff? What made him suddenly say that to you? You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that in this live stream. That's personal. Sorry. Excuse me. I just got very nosy. Okay, let me go ahead and do your energy work. I kind of was talking about my earbuds, but this will work. Breathe very deep and very slow. All right, how do you feel? All right, awesome. So Briana, just so that you know, I did notice in your Auric field that there is a lot of code restructuring. So there's a potentiality you're going to be going through an upgrade. Okay. Excuse me. I don't know if this is something that your higher self will do for you, or if this is going to take some sort of, oh shit. Okay. Okay. So this is totally out of nowhere. This is totally out of nowhere, totally could be wrong. But it's this sense that there might be some really big dramatic argument with your mom. And this, if you share it with him, it will really, really encourage him to transfer sooner. And it's almost this sense of a possible proposal to accelerate the co-living situation. Okay, so it's like all boom, 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 hell of quick, all sorts of things going on. Just be ready, okay? It's the way the restructuring is looking. This is going to be a major cycle, so just be ready for that. All right. Chandni. Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Hold on, guys. You guys, I'm going to be closing the link. Hold on. I'm going to be closing the link in a minute or two, okay? Or after I finish with, let me go back. My brain is so out of it. Hold on. All right, Moon Chicklet. Okay, let's get the cards. Moon Chicklet. Here we go. You're welcome, Briana. Hello, Moon Chicky. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so for your question, you got the star card, brightness, hope, could bring excess, so be careful not to become too greedy. So with the question, the way it was asked, there is some very, very good things in store for those aspects of your life, but just make sure you don't get so focused um, on I guess you could say calculating achievements, keeping track of achievements, because it's good to achieve things, but that shouldn't be the focus. The focus for you right now should be being fully present in whatever you're experiencing. And whatever you're going to experience, it ties into high priestess energy. You're about to learn something very intense. I think it has to do something more with school. Okay. I don't know if maybe something happens and you decide to get your own place. It's almost like this feeling of that. Almost like an apartment or dorm is what I was seeing. Huh. You have Taurus in your chart? I don't think you've ever told me you had Taurus. So here's secondary messages. You are emptying from both ends, okay? That's going to be a little too much. If you're going to put too much on your plate, then everything that's on the plate is going to end up suffering. You have to make sure that you take things nice and steady. There will be some moments where you want to rush through something, even almost like a sense of rushing to move out. I'm not sure why, but you have to take into account, like, you know how Taurus really has this elevated ability to be very stable and very grounded in their experiences in their life. You have to make sure you stay grounded. Okay. I think you're pretty grounded to begin with, but I think something's going to be attempted to keep you off center. I wonder what it is. It might be having something to do an argument within your family. Okay. And then you have Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Impatience, uneasiness, unwise investments, imprudent actions. So I know that in some families, with everyone having to be home with the whole quarantine thing, everyone might have been okay for a bit, but at this point, for any areas where there was some sort of conflict between you and another family member, that's probably going to be very exacerbated, like really amplified. So just make sure, and the goal is not to ever have arguments. The goal is to make sure that you're centered if you do. Okay. Are you in the comments, Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I guess you didn't see it.
I can't see that one.
So see, I think this might be with your parents, because they see things in black and white. One tends to see the more negative aspects of something, and the other tends to see or try to remain in a more positive and I guess pure type of mindset, where it's like, oh no, that's not what they mean. While the other parent might be like, I cannot believe this. I think this is going to shift your family dynamics quite a bit more. Okay. But everything turns out fine. The Ooh, at the bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups. Money losses, all is not lost. If you look behind, you may have something to salvage. So if you keep going down whatever trajectory this is, it might lead you to a place where you feel like you have no choice but to move out, and move out rather suddenly. And that will obviously create a lot of struggle. If someone has to move out really quickly, then it becomes something that, like, damn, I have to do this and I have to do this. But, you know, even if there is conflict in the family, I don't necessarily feel like it's something that can't be resolved. You know, I definitely believe that you have enough of a strong bond with your family that you guys can talk through things as soon as everyone, you know, kind of settles into their feelings. Okay, Moon Chicklet. The wind is crazy outside.
Want to close it on?
Yeah, please close the lake. All right. Deb Lashbrook, are you here? All right, Deb's here. Let's see what comes up for Deb. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, I can see it. All the windows are open. You could leave that one open, but I think the bathroom, because it's coming in sideways. Anyways. Okay. Oh, shit, Deb. Three steps, tenfold. Wow. So card number 9, communication. Yes, you're getting a lot of communication from your soul. It feels like you're also getting communication from things outside of yourself. I want to say this communication also involves some possibly questionable beings. You might not be aware of what it is that's trying to communicate yet, but you don't seem worried at all. Like at all. And then my attention was brought to this area. Usually I see that as her hair, but in this instance, I'm being told that's basically like looking through a cord. The cords that we share with other people, oftentimes when I look through it to see if there's anything malicious or detrimental to the individual that's being shoved through the cord, that's kind of how it looks like, but it's made of light. So speaking of that, card number 20, limitless. You are receiving quite a bit of communication. Some you're cognitive of, most you're not. Okay, so there's a large influx of energy, a large influx of coding, upgrades, all of that stuff coming in. You have your Captain Save-A-Ho cape on. You might need to save me, Deb. Totally not a hoe, but you get what I'm saying. I'm being told I have to do an activation for you. Your third card, card number 29. So you had 9, 20, and then 9. So as this comes in, you go into your full peacock phase. Oh, you're gonna shine. You're gonna shine. Do you mind if I do energy work, Deb? Do I have your permission? Ooh, bottom of the deck, card number 24, new chapter. Okay. Ooh, you're already amplifying, Deb, unless you intentionally commented that twice. You're already amplifying. Don't kick my ass, Deb. I'm still delicate from last week. I'm still delicate. Be gentle with me. All right. Rachel, the link is closed. All right. Let me just find a song. I need like an ass-kicking song. Let's see. All right, Deb. Breathe, Deb. Breathe. I'm shielding your chest, okay? Breathe. All right. How do you feel? Woo! Grinding all that wood. Grinding all that wood. How lovely. Beyonce went filthy. Can you grab this? I think I tested out too many smudge blends. All right. She's good. Deb, you might get very, very tingly and dizzy in a few minutes, okay? How's your heart? Is your heart okay? I'm hot. Oh, there it is. But I don't want to. All right. No, leave that open. I'm so hot. Deb made me so hot. All right. Diane, are you here? My hair is already starting to stick to my face, Deb. All right. Did you see Diane?
Not yet. Oh, she's here.
Is she? Okay. All right, Diane, breathe very deep and very slow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How do you feel, Diane? I'm hot AF. Hot AF, you guys. I'm hot AF. Really didn't want my armpits all up on this live. What's that sound? I have a big lag on my end. Did Diane comment?
No. She feels like warmth in the back.
Yes. Do you feel tingly as well? Oh my gosh. Okay, good. I'm glad you're good. That feels good. All right, let's see. All right, Mary Spaziani. Yes. Is she here?
She's here.
All right. So let's go ahead and pull you some cards. You're welcome, Diane. Pull some cards. All right, Mary. So something's going to be turning around for you very soon. Very, very soon. Actually, I'm being told a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, card number 48, hope and happiness. There's a lot of nuances in your personal power that you're not aware of. It's time for you to really, really sit quietly with yourself and begin to get reacquainted with those aspects of who you are, okay? These are superpowers that you haven't been tapping into because you're not aware that they're there. Oh, did you quit your job? Did you quit your job, Mary? The devil left a starburst in front of me. I'm gonna have to eat it.
No, been looking for another.
Is there a possibility that you get let go of? That your job lets you go? So we have card number 48, hope and happiness. And I'm being given a secondary message that you're there just dreaming of the day for you to fly away. You have your head in the clouds and you're looking forward to leaving. And then comes, no. Card number 17, infinite blessings. 1 plus 7 is 8. Remember, card number 48, right? So this is telling me you're going to be flying off soon. I've seen this somewhere before. It's like the sense that, is there anything, a building similar to this where you live? Because it seems like you're flying away to somewhere else. I don't know if you're moving your place of residence or if it just has to do with the company. But it almost, are you religious, Mary? Because that kind of looks like a church that, yeah, a church that I used to go to as a kid. That actually, the front of it looks like All Saints. You remember All Saints?
Yeah.
Doesn't it kind of look like that? The front of it?
Can't see it.
Oh. This little building. Yeah. So I don't know what that means. I think this is going to be initiated very soon, though, Mary. And by the time the snow starts to fall in your region, you're going to be well into your very blessed cycle. I feel like a lot of things are turning around for you and that you'll have the opportunity to become spontaneous again. So we had card number 48, 4 and 8. And then we had card number 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. And now we have card number 31, 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 and 8, 48. So all of this ties together. This is all about the same circumstance. I think this might even mean that your son might not continue to live with you. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad thing and he's going to have all these struggles again. It just means that you're flying forward on your own path. Okay, Mary? I was being told to look at this right here, the moon looking very yellowish, orangey red. So this has to do with solar plexus, sacral, and root energy. You're going to feel very empowered during this period, okay? Hold on a second. All right. So let me go ahead and scan you. I'm so weird. I'm still hot, but now my skin hurts because it can feel the air. I have all these issues. Okay, Mary.
She says I've already started feeling empowered.
Oh, this is going to be even more so. This is an empowerment of your moon energies, meaning the aspects of who you are that you've kept hidden, okay? If you look up what is your moon sign, that might give you a better idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and scan. Wait. Did she get a scan? I believe she got a scan. Yeah. And she also got, okay. So let's see, Mary. Have you been having low back pain more towards your right side? Ow. I think I almost dislocated my toe. Trying to pop it.
She said no.
Okay. I see what looks like an attempt, not your right side, but, oh, that's not even your right. That's your fucking left. I'm looking at you from the back. Your left is my left if we're both facing the same way. It's your left. It's just to the left of your spine. Okay. I'm sorry. I told you guys I'm kind of... So it's to the left of your spine. It's not fully to your left side yet, but it's between your left side and your spine, that area, like below the kidneys, but slightly above the hips. There's been an attempt, major attempt to breach your space in that area. Have your hands been hurting as well? Not super painful, but like a something with the joints, like slightly uncomfortable. There's attempts on your hands too. Is the right side fingers, the knuckles, still the area that kind of is uncomfortable, and down here in your left hand? Those are the areas. So it's like this far from your hand. It's like something tried to claw to access this pathway. It's a pathway that goes down slightly towards the outside of your arm and then up. So it's trying to block your ability to pull in energy and to send out energy. This is not good. It's affecting your solar plexus, sacral, and root. And we just talked about this in your reading. I don't know where the card is now. Here, found it. Wow, that was fast. Solar plexus. Oh, is everything okay with your son? Because it's almost like a sense of, if that's him, if that's his energy, and it's right in front of the moon, that it might be being pulled by him. Oh shit. You haven't seen him in a month. What are those? What flowers? Hold on really quick. Okay. All right, I just got it's called the angel trumpet. Yeah, they're called trumpet flowers. Hold on really quick. Okay. So, spiritual significance. That's datura. Ooh. So I just said the name of a plant. That's a very toxic plant. Don't touch it. Don't eat it. Don't touch it. So it's easier to let go of anything that no longer serves you. I think the circumstance with your son is a circumstance that no longer serves you. This is about needing more structure in your life. Release, surrender, and allow. The essence also helps those who are in need of a spiritual rebirth. I think all of this is he's in need of it, and you letting go is what will help him to get that. Oh God, that's so painful to say. Yeah, it's a sense that he needs to kind of work this out on his own. Did he leave because of conflict, or he just kind of went out one day and he just hasn't felt like coming back home? Was there conflict? Did Mary say?
No. I told him to come home.
Yeah.
Okay, she hasn't answered it. No, he's staying with friends so he can get money for an attorney.
Okay. I don't necessarily feel like he's messing up. Immediately, I feel like he understands what he needs to do. He's going through a rebirth as well. The two of you have very linked souls, and so he's going through his own process of rebirthing, which mirrors your rebirthing. Okay, so you're both going to be going through some really elevated lessons. I don't feel like he's messing up, so that's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing. I feel like you've really inspired him. It's very good job, Mary. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do your expedites. So breathe very deep and very slow. All right. How do you feel, Mary? Good. Awesome. So they're called angel's trumpet flowers. Datura. Okay. Stephanie. Stephanie Murdoch, are you here?
Cheers.
I'm reading what she wrote. Okay. All right, Stephanie. Stephanie, I'm sorry. Hold on. Mary, I don't necessarily feel like you have to worry, but it might be a good idea for you to consider a chakra workup. Okay, Mary? I think that's on my website. I don't know if I have that on my website. I should, but I might have took it down because heaven forbid I not do weird stuff like that for no reason. Let's see, I'm just gonna get I don't need a song. I'm doing a scan. Stephanie, let me just look real quick. Are you feeling odd in a vertical sense? I don't know if that makes, does that make sense what I just said? Do you feel odd in a vertical way?
It's kind of weird. She said yes.
Huh?
I think she said yes.
It looks like you have slices in your auric shield. And it's almost like there's a pressure in those slices, and it's like they're sliced and there's a pressure behind it, so it's opening up. I'm just looking more. Is your very low back hurting? Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like. Ooh. I'm being told, I don't know if you've ever seen those paper lanterns. They used to make them when I was in elementary school. Hold on. Just like this. Look. This is what your shield looks like. Just like that. Like that right there. So it's like it's opening up and bulging out. Did something attack you? Did you feel something attack you? Because I'm trying to determine if this is just I got a scan with my senses suspended. Okay, 1 second. I have to enter your core. How do you feel? Did it get out when you set the room on fire?
She feels better.
Stephanie, you have a parasitic circumstance. You feel better because I flooded your field with sedation, tremendous amounts of sedation. I'm just trying to determine what this is. I'm gonna have someone email you, okay? I need to ask you a private question. I don't want to forget about it. So, I can't even think. Oh, hold on. So, yeah, you're going to need a parasitic extraction. It looks and feels like a very elevated energy, Stephanie. Very elevated. You would probably need a 2M level extraction. I don't detect 2M, but the type of frequencies that I would use, it would be very similar. I believe this is a Lilith issue. Have your thoughts been very confused since this happened? You thought of Lilith too? I think that's what you need, a 2M level extraction. You feel okay though? The sedation makes you feel better?
Dizzy, constantly dizzy.
Constantly dizzy? Is that what she said? Frey.
Huh?
What did you say?
Dizzy, constantly dizzy.
Okay.
She said yes.
I think that's probably what it is then, because she likes to create like a whirlwind of energy, and that can sometimes, if you're sensitive to energy, most people don't feel this, but if you're sensitive to energy, it can make you feel very dizzy, like for no reason. And literally a sensation of like spinning inside your head. So someone from my team is going to message you, okay, Stephanie?
Said yes, exactly.
All right. Miss Melissa, are you here? Okay. You're welcome, Stephanie. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I thought they wanted me to use this deck, and I'm told no. This deck. Isis. Okay. This is a private message. Let me go back to my my Asian shit talking cards. Ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many weeks is 9 lunar? 9 full moons. Hi, Marilyn. Echo in the head. That's what the cards are about. The echo. I'll give you these cards. I took a picture of them. Okay. So, something's about to happen in a big flash, like a big flash. Okay, I'm going to read you a little story about this. It says, a Chinese legend relates that in ancient times, there were 9 suns in the sky. Scorched by the suns, earth was almost bare and lifeless. Han Yi, husband of the moon goddess, took his bow and arrow and shot down 8 of the 9 suns. With only 1 sun in the sky, earth was saved. So this card means accomplishment, contentment, success, favorable relationships, love, joy, devotion, achievement. No melty face. I hope you're not mad at me. I grabbed your higher self by the hair. I grabbed your higher self by the hair and I said, no, bitch, you don't get to be here. So your higher self's not even involved in any of this. Bitch, Michael got this. I'm sorry if that was excessive, but I'm sick of her having to be burned. So that's what it feels like. It ties into the message from the other cards. Then you have Page of Cups in reverse. Susceptibility, temporary distraction, seduction, a flatterer, deviation. So it's almost like you're needing to make sure focus is maintained to avoid deviation, okay? Roguery, danger, storms, bad faith, possible loss of a valued friendship or a treasured possession. So if we're not able to maintain the focus and we allow ourselves to be deviated or whatever this is, to for us to be distracted from whatever we're needing to accomplish, then you're going to run into roguery and loss of friendships, just fuckery, full-on fuckery. Danger, storms, bad faith. Yeah. I'm asking your highest self. I see a clearing opening, and I'm asking her, so there's things that might be presented. It might be presented, and you have to maintain some level of emotional detachment. I think you're pretty good at that, where you know how to still be caring, but also kind of have a little bit of that distance so you don't get sucked in and fully consumed by whatever you're helping others with. So this is a huge call for you to be mindful to keep that intact, okay? And okay, I'm being told to show you these cards. I will give you the definition privately, but I'm being told to show you these cards for you to start thinking on things. Serpent of Fire, Priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood, Portal of Light, she glides on wings through time and space. And then Miracle of Isis, miraculous healing of the goddess. So, yeah, those are the cards. I hope that gives you clarity. All right, let's see. Thank you, Melissa. Were you able to message? Okay. So let's see. Jacqueline Diaz. Jacqueline Diaz, are you here? You're welcome. See this right here? My whole life, this hair right here. Just this. Looks like I crimped it. No matter what I do, it looks like it's crimped. All right. Jacqueline, do you want a general reading?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Going through the same thing. One more shuffle. Here we go. All right. So you got card number 30, which is Strength. It came out in reverse. So I don't typically read oracle cards in reverse, but for you, what this tells me is you have a lot of personal power. You have some sort of understanding of how powerful you actually are, but that's been turned upside down. The way you see yourself has been, for lack of a better way to express it, your view of yourself has been very much manipulated and distorted, okay? Card number 8, choices. You have some very, very important choices to make, all right? You have been being drained of energy, it seems. I don't typically get this message from this card, but there is a point right around here where all of this energy is draining from. There's a point right there that is responsible for distributing energy through your entire energetic field. This connection has to do with your survival. It has to do with your sacral chakra, which is like relationships. It can be something along the lines of you having a mother-like figure, or you being a mother-like figure to someone else, or it could be something like a romantic connection. It's also tied into the third eye and the throat chakras. Usually I see this as energy going in, but for some reason for you, it's energy coming out. So you're in a kind of a little bit of a sticky predicament in your connection with someone else. You also got the Mother Earth card in reverse, card number 22. So it looks like there's a message needing to be expressed, but there's either lack of ability or lack of willingness to express it. I'm wondering if whoever this is, and I really hope you can't relate to this. It seems like someone's been really interfering with the way your messages are coming through from your higher self, and really, really affecting the throat chakra and causing you to get real quiet within yourself. This is going to lead to your transformation. Card number 33. I think, well, no, I don't think. This is what I'm being told. There's a need to begin redefining what love is, what heart energy is supposed to be used for. This is about boundaries being crossed, your energy being tampered with by someone else. What's the message? That you can't allow that to continue. Again, I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. I can't discern if it is like a romantic connection, or if it's like if you have a child, a grown son, or if this is someone who you had a connection to in a previous life, and maybe it's your romantic partner right now, but it was your son in a previous life. And so the energies keep getting like mixed together, like lines are being blurred. You definitely need to have some sort of communication. You need to express something. Something's weighing very heavily on you, and it needs to be expressed, okay? Let's see. I hope that helps you, Jacqueline. Erica Martel.
Oh, she wants to timestamp.
Who?
You just said Erica Martel,
right? 1 hour, 24 minutes, 40 seconds. I'm sorry, Jacqueline. I don't remember what I said at this point. My memory is really bad. You're going to have to watch the replay, okay? Hold on. There's a question. Okay. All right, Erica. There it is. Sorry, Jacqueline. I would totally repeat myself, but my memory really seriously sucks. People who know me know this.
Here.
She's here? Okay. Do you remember what I said?
No.
Yeah, because you don't listen to me. All right, Erica, let's see. One more card. Ooh. Ooh, yikes. Erica, to answer your question, no. No, they aren't. You have card number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. There's a very huge conversation that needs to take place. I guess there's been some stuff, some issues, or I don't know what, but something needs to be expressed, and it's something that's very intense. I get a very heavy feeling in my chest. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I want to know. Card number 24, new birth guarded vigilantly. So it's almost like as something ends and space is cleared, new things are allowed to grow. So I don't know if you just recently ended a relationship and you're starting a new one or what, but some relationships being cleared to allow something else to grow. And it's going to feel like a dark night of the soul once whatever needs to be expressed is expressed, because it's almost a sense of this is the breakup conversation. And then card number 6, shock of the new. You have to allow yourself to receive whatever it is that's new. This is a new heart song coming up. This is an individual who can be your sunflower. And it's said that sunflowers, they move during the day so they can always face the light of the sun. But on cloudy days when the sun is not visible, the sunflowers will turn and face each other. So this is someone who's going to be a light in the darkness for you, okay? But first, man, a conversation needs to be had. A very difficult one. Very, very difficult one, okay? There was, hold on. All right. I'm going to go ahead and begin your thing. I'll be coming live again on Thursday, and then I'm always live on the, well, I'm almost always live on the weekends. Okay. All right, just getting a song. I'm in love, can't deny it. Boom, boom. I love that song. All right, Erica, how do you feel? Ooh, she had one what yesterday? It's either a cricket or a frog. Because it just rained. So the animales. I have the windows open, guys. I live in the country. Can't deny it. Boom, boom. Do, 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 do. I feel like my butt's sinking into the bed. I think I need a new mattress. Oh, a long time. A good long talk. Okay. I almost can remember. I almost can remember some sort of reading. I don't know if it was for someone else though. Where do you have 2 kids? She feels good and relaxed. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's see. Can't deny it. All right. Lisa win. Lisa. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you. All through the sad
She
times.
has 4.
What?
You asked how many she had? She said 4.
Oh. Oh, no, stop. 4 kids?
Okay.
Okay, so I don't remember. That was close. I thought I might have. All right, is Lisa a win here? Don't cry for me.
Yes.
Okay, you don't want me to use cards. That makes me nervous. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to just kind of, damn, girl, I can't focus. Let me see. I have to play music, okay? My ADHD is real bad lately. Hold on. Diamond in the flesh. I'm being shown you driving in a car. I see a coast. I want to say this looks like Pacifica. That's on the Pacific coast, just south of San Francisco. Arguing. I don't know who you're arguing with. So I don't know if you got offered a job or you have to relocate. And there is a gentleman. He's so irritated. I don't think this is family. He's like upset that you're leaving. But I don't know that you're relocating. It's like a lot of crying. It's almost like you took a job somewhere else and then you had a reconnection with someone and they're upset, but it's like, I just see you crying. And then I see you flying back. And he's really upset. It was almost this sense of, if you leave, it's almost like this sense of, if you leave, that they're going to go ahead and withhold contact. Did you reconnect with your with that guy? Did you reconnect with that guy? It's almost like a butting heads.
She did a few days after that reading.
Did you get offered a new job? So here's like what I'm kind of being shown. It's almost like bratty behavior where even though things were not really, maybe you guys weren't in contact, it's like all of your decisions, like why did you make blah, blah, blah decision? Well, we weren't together. How was I supposed to know you talk to me again? But it's like, well, but you know, you can't do that. Like, I don't know. It's weird ass. It's bratty ass behavior from him, not from you. It's almost like a fear of a disconnect happening if you go away. Well, this with the way, because I'm very familiar with the Pacific coast, especially Northern California coastline, the way this looked, it's probably like, I want to say September-ish, maybe even October, because the sun was shining, but it wasn't super hot. So I want to say like September-ish time, like super late. Well, no, August would still be fairly warm, fairly hot. I want to say September-ish, almost like an Indian summer feel to it. Not super hot. Usually like the coastline, it would be rather cold if it's not summertime. So I think what you need to take away from this, if it's resonating, is that he becomes very, very, very attached to you. Not possessive, but very attached. Like he lets himself finally fall for you, like cognitive mind, like I really want to pursue this. This feels right. I want to be with you. I don't know if he's going to verbalize that, but it's almost like a childish temper tantrum about you leaving and possibly meeting someone else, and then he's going to be pushed out in the cold, and you know, it's that feeling, but he doesn't verbalize it. Instead, it's like just really bratty mannerisms. So, and girl, let me tell you, you were like, I don't think so. You can't act that way. Yeah. Well, this seems like it's around September time. It doesn't seem like right now. It seems like September-ish time. So maybe it's, you know, feeling out the waters for the next few months before he actually allows himself to open up to you. But it really upsets you. Oh, shit. If you get that SF job, will you have to be in San Francisco? Or can you work remotely, or is there another like office? Because it does feel, that resonates with me. The promotion with the SF job in October, that resonates with me. So it might be something like that. Would you have to go to yeah. Would you have to go to San Francisco to meet with executives? Because I don't feel like you moved to San Francisco. Like it looks like a trip, maybe like a week long. I don't know. But I didn't feel like you lived there. But he was acting like you're leaving forever. Like, bruh, retract the clause. I'll be back. That's what it felt like. I wasn't shown an actual dwelling that you stayed in. I was primarily showed you in an airplane, you in a car, you driving along the coastline. I was also shown the two of you arguing locally, like in town. But I don't feel like you relocated. I may need to spend a lot of time in San Francisco. That feels like a possibility. Like you travel often, and I think maybe he gets to a point where he don't want to share you. But I don't know. I don't know. I think he's going through the process, and I think this reconnection for the both of you was very, very important. Whether he's still closed off right now, I think because you got much deeper into his heart than he was anticipating, and that scares him. I want to say that he's afraid of you because he can't control himself around you. Where with other women, he has much more control. You're like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. That cracks me up. I think it'll be fine though. I definitely feel like it's something that needs to happen for the two of you to get actual definitive proof, I guess you could say, of how each other feels about the other. It's going to be very hard to deny that he really, really, really is feeling you if you're not home a lot, okay? He had a hard time expressing himself. I mean, that's not an excuse, but it helps to understand when someone has a hard time expressing themselves, they tend to figure out ways to lash out, okay? And it's not always like a full-on tantrum, but he doesn't seem very good at expressing himself, what he wants and how he feels and all of that. But you definitely, you scare him. The connection you have scares him because he doesn't know how to, I hate to say this, he doesn't know how to work it, okay? He doesn't know how to use that connection to get the leg up because I think is he very attractive? He wouldn't let me see his face. But I did notice, because it was blurred out, but I did notice there were nice eyebrows, like thick brows, but not super thick. Not like crazy. Like a strong masculine eyebrow. I see that from the blur. So I totally forgot where I was going with that. I'm sorry. So I hope that helps give you clarity. Again, this feels kind of like September-ish time. Okay. Let's see.
So yes, he's a looker.
He's a looker. I wouldn't know. He blurred out his face. Yeah, he was bent down, like getting something or putting something in your luggage. Your luggage, I think at one point it was on the floor and then he put it on the bed. I think he was picking up, I don't know. But he kind of had his back sort of to me. And then as he got up and turned and looked, blurred face. I'm like, gosh. No. You cannot force him to do anything until he's willing to. If you try, even like gently suggesting or encouraging, he is very, very, very skittish. Very skittish. He will totally misunderstand that. You just let him. The best way to get him to open up is just letting him be him. 44, 44. Nice. Just, yeah, letting him be him and continuing to stay in contact. Okay? It's going to take him time. Hey, Miss Carrie. All right. Rebecca.
Sure.
Okay. All right. General reading. You're welcome, Lisa. All right, Becca. Ooh, girlfriend. Hey, are you back in touch with that gentleman? Hi, Villanova. I know, YouTube is a dick. YouTube is a jerk. You know what YouTube does? it will put like 10 million ads in my video as soon as it's finished. And people think it's me doing it. It's not. YouTube puts like literally every like 2 minutes another ad, so people won't watch the video. So we have to go in manually and remove the ads. All right. Ooh, girlfriend. Oh, no. I'm not sure what I asked either. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Card number 12. Black Moon Lilith. Girl. It's a lot of things hidden. There's a lot of, let me just go from the book because I'm about to get triggered. Like, who's fucking with Becca? No, nobody, girl. Nobody's fucking with Becca. Just read from the book. Stop taking shit so personal. All right, Becca, here you go. In revenge and in love, woman is more barbaric than man is. Okay. Oh, okay. So no, you're not. Okay. It's time to be careful. Think of what might manifest over anger, bitterness, or revenge. Let's see. So this is about you allowing your power that you've kept very hidden, even from yourself, allowing that to rise up and be recognized and utilized. Ooh, girl, you said you didn't want anything about kids. Unfortunately, Black Moon Lilith suggests female rebellion. She can represent an angry mother, an enemy, or an embittered woman, or even a stalker or a scorned woman. You have a feeling you're waiting for something to happen, but you don't have the entire information. So the facts are hidden or mysterious. Lilith is sharp. She knows, she senses, she processes what's there. But because Lilith feels slighted, she can represent a formidable foe or dangerous enemy. So I think you're going to lose your shit, girl. I don't feel like this is someone else. I feel like this is you. And if you're someone who has really been trying to keep all of your emotions in check, trying to make sure you don't say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing to start an argument, I think your higher self is giving you permission to just be like, shut the fuck up, to the kids, to strangers, whoever. Whoever, Becca, whoever crosses you. I think this is really a encouragement for you to just be your authentic self. Okay. You're definitely not a pushover, but you might have maybe started some sort of self internal work, maybe, and possibly taken in some of that new age spiritual belief of like, you have to be compassionate. Don't say that because you know better. And they don't. Girl, let that inner Lilith out. Let her out. This has to do with Deb. I don't know whose ass you two are kicking. So there's the Lilith, right? And then there's these two, like, I don't know what that is. Is that like a lion or something? Is that like a lion or something? I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Are you like that with your dad? I don't feel like you're a pushover at all. Like at all. I feel like you'd be like, This might be towards a specific person. Are you having something that you're not agreeing with your dad? Because Leo pops up. Leo, I will. And then 1, 2, there's 2 lions. And then there's the Sphinx who is half lion and is facing the other way. So if these 2 are full lion, I would assume that's you and Deb. And then your dad, I mean, he's half of you guys. Let me see what this card means. I think it has to do with your dad. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a blow up at him soon. And I don't think it's something that will completely destroy your relationship. I feel like it's something that just you need to say. I don't know if it's something you've buried very, very deep for a very long time, but it's something that's rising up, okay? So card number 17, Leo, I will. It's better to be looked over than overlooked. Do you feel like Deb is his favorite? Deb, get off the live. Get off the live so I can tell stuff to Becca. No, I'm joking. Do you feel like Deb might be his favorite? Because it's better to be looked over than overlooked. I'm wondering if this has to do with, and I don't think you're bitter towards Deb, but I'm wondering if this has something to do with, like, you need some sort of assistance that he could help you with, and maybe he denies it. Says like, no, I can't. And there's this feeling of, well, if Deb had asked, you would say yes. So again, I don't feel like it's between you and Deb. I feel like it's something that might have been brewing since maybe childhood between you and your dad. Okay. We all know she is. She just knows how he is and how to talk to him. Yeah. Let's see what else it says. The sign of Leo reigns over children, creativity in the stage or public arena. To overlook a Leo brings about great resentment in him or her, but they probably would never say it. Ooh, when this card comes up, expect to be at the center of something. Yeah, see, children or youth at the young or the young at heart may figure in too. I think it has to do with your dad. I definitely feel like it has to do with your dad. This is tied to the strength card in the tarot deck. It's about the individual, children, standing out in the heart. This is a time for standing out and making sure you're counted. Yeah, I feel like it has something to do with that. Like something that, and I don't necessarily feel like it's because he wouldn't do it for you. And he will do it for Deb because he loves Deb more. I feel like it's because, like you said, Deb knows how to talk to him. And you can't just, it doesn't feel like you can just ask him for help. Like you have to go about it a certain way. And you just don't feel like I said, you're not a pushover. You strike me as someone like, if I'm going to ask you and you need me to play a role, fuck it. I don't really need that help. So it might be that. And I'm wondering how it starts, though. I think it has something to do with that. So let's see. So this card number 48, Yod, destiny. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Let's see. So this is about humility. A disruptive force at work. Let's see. This astrological placement of planets is somewhat in exile from the other planetary energies because they're not harmonious with each other and therefore cause tension. To me, this kind of reads as you might go through something that makes you feel like you have to stay away from your dad. There can also be a sense of being different, feeling alone, and of being out of step with others at times. This can bring about feelings of intense stress and restriction. Can even indicate being the black sheep of the family. If this card pops up, it means that the situation may be chaotic or may soon turn that way. I think it will soon turn that way. It will be hard to see any clear path because of this chaos, but it will be important to weather through it all. This is not always bad because it's a process of finding what works and what isn't functioning. And now will be the time to be scaling things down and weeding out what's unnecessary. But more than that, this card is about finding your own truth, even though that truth may not be reflected through others. You may wish for more support when this card comes up and will have to manage this all on your own. I highly doubt Deb would let you deal with anything on your own. This is your son and his wife. Which one? Which part? Do you know when she wrote that, Frey?
What? That's my son. And his wife.
Mm-hmm. Which part?
I don't recall, but I don't know. She said the last part.
I sometimes make faces at him just to make him uncomfortable. And he's learned to just be like, and look away. I'm sorry, honey. I'm salty today. Since last week, actually. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the last part is. The avoidance part? What if whatever dynamic is being tested between you and your son is a mirror of the dynamic being tested between you and your dad? What if that's it? That might be it. That might be it, Becca. That might be what your higher self is trying to get you to understand. Okay. I hope that helps. Hold on. And a scan. All right. One second. Un momento. Oh, shoot. Un momento, por favor. Let's go ahead. All right. I see a dimming in the low throat area and a darkness in the upper chest. The darkness doesn't necessarily mean parasitic. It looks like a depletion of energy. So this depletion of energy seems to be being pulled down your core and exiting through like your tailbone area. Have you been having some aches in your low back, like just above your butt crack? I think this is tied to whatever needs to be communicated from an elevated heart space. It's creating some sort of circumstance right around here. It's being drained. I think it has to do with avoidance. And you don't have to put what you're avoiding. You might be right. It might have to do with your son. It might have to do with him. This is very huge on avoidance, okay? So whatever this is that you're trying to avoid, this is what's depleting you and causing blockages. You have to make sure, of course, when you're ready, but you have to make sure that you have whatever this conversation is that you need to have, okay? Okay. I'm being told a very specific message from your higher self. Even if the words aren't heard, they still must be expressed as release. Oh, released as expression. What? Even though the words aren't heard, they must be spoken. I'm confused. The last part. Released as expression, self-expression. Okay. You think you're avoiding them because you always get hit with parasites from them. What if, because obviously you can't avoid them for your whole life, right? Ooh, hold on. Listen to this. Card number 48. Listen to this carefully. A person often meets their destiny on the road they took to avoid it. So you're avoiding them because you get hit with parasites, but in that avoidance, you're creating blockages as well as energetic depletion, which then lowers your frequency, which then makes it easier for you to be breached. So, because again, you can't avoid them indefinitely. At some point, you have to interact. And I think by the time you interact, your frequency will have been lowered enough to easily breach you. Ask Deb to do the Blu-ray stuff. There I go again, volunteering Deb. Sorry, Deb. Yes, that's why our families are usually our gatekeepers, since they have access to us quite regularly for most. They tend to be the gatekeepers and the Trojans. So I hope that helps you, Becca. Oh, and the message from your higher self regarding the if the words are not heard, even if they ignore what you say, even if they don't like take into consideration what you've expressed, at least you've released it. Okay. So Cheryl Walker. Cheryl, are you here?
She is.
Okay. Okay, Cheryl. Ooh, I'm gonna get welts on my forehead. Cheryl, though, would you say that color would be a very muted version of cerulean? Like if someone muted it, did those eyes look familiar? Shoot. Hold on. Not familiar. Would you categorize it as an attempt at mimicry? Let me pull some cards. One more. Not good, Cheryl. Not good. Not good. This is legit full-on fuckery. Full-on, undiluted fuckery. Card number 33, Translucence, Loved Darkness. Kind of like, hop on, baby, hit your ride. I don't think so. Card number 12, Hex, Be Still and Allow the Enemy to Reveal Themselves. Well, they already have. They already have. and they're asking you to join them. It's a mimic. So I never noticed this detail before. That's half crow, half horse with some female. I don't see her legs. Where are her legs? So this tells me what? It's a crow Sagittarius hybrid. So it's like Sagittarian energy, not that Sagittarius is evil, but it's a Sagittarian energy. An individual or a being that was filtered through that constellation, use that as a gateway to enter this plane. And the crow is like they're trying to give you messages. They want you to step through a portal. Look at how those trees are growing, all twisted, right? Usually when trees that normally grow straight grow in a twisted manner, it typically indicates this is a vortex, an energetic vortex. There's a vortex in the trees. That's what I'm being told. Vortex in the trees. So again, card number 12, Hex, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Card number 20, Oblivion, open your arms. So you're resisting this right now, okay? Is this coming back from last year? Wait. No, I shouldn't burn what I said. Wait, huh? Who didn't burn? Were the eyes like ice blue? Remember that notification? Remember that notification for that video? Do you remember that? The darkest, love the darkness. They're trying to mimic a certain someone. Ooh. Oh no. That's no bueno. Yeah, no, I think they're trying to mimic her. But because she's been missing, she's been since she's been missing for some time now, they can't calibrate to that energy. They didn't have that to begin with, though. They didn't have the ability to mimic her to begin with. So now they're trying to mimic her. Okay. Are you referencing me as the bitch? Or is that another bitch?
Where did you see that?
This bitch tried doing witchcraft on me years ago.
Where did you see that?
Do you mean another?
Never see that.
I'm assuming you mean another bitch. Cheryl, okay, she said no. Okay, hold on, you guys.
Where did you see that?
A bitch with light blue eyes. Let me go ahead. Wait. Okay. Let me go. Oh, I don't even need music. Let me go ahead and scan you, Cheryl. Has your left shoulder blade been hurting? The inner portion of your left shoulder blade?
Says a little in the back.
Something's anchored. This is galactic. Something's anchored. It's cloaked quite heavily. This is a more advanced form of cloaking than draconian. It could be high-rank draconian. It could be something that works closely with draconian. Cheryl, you need to move your A-OK. You can't keep it centered there. They're trying to anchor into your A-OK. I'm not seeing a face. So I'm trying to follow the strings to see where this heads to. It goes up and into galactic type of energy. Whoever this was definitely has very elevated ability, okay? Because the string becomes very convoluted. It goes into itself, it tangles, and then it backtracks. I don't know. This type of Cheryl, I'm going to say a name. Tell me if it resonates as the energy, the presence that you felt, okay? Lily 2. Let's sit down. Yep. Somewhat familiar, but not exact. That's Lilith's ancient name. This is fucking Lilith bullshit. This is making me real mad. Let me just calm myself down. You said it happened last night?
Said yes.
Okay. Just going to finish scanning the rest of your field. How about your left inner ear? Is your left inner ear feeling weird? Like some poking sensation inside, maybe, and not the poking sensation constantly, like here and there, you'll just feel some random poking in your ear, a fullness, kind of like swimmer's ear. You're facing me, so then it would be your right. Why am I having such a hard time with directional shit? Slightly behind the inner ear, so towards the back of your head, slightly behind it. It almost looks like an implant. It almost looks like an implant was put in. How about the base of your skull? Any weird sensations right at the base, very center where your hairline is? Because I'm detecting some sort of signature coming from that area as well. That area seems more heavily, like the signal is heavily distorted, and I don't think it's a distorted signal. I think whatever this is, it's being cloaked. It's almost as though there's an original message, and then wrapped around that original message is like a sheath of frequency that keeps pulsing and causing like distortions. It reads like a distortion, but I also see it and feel it like it's a straw. It's hollow inside, and there's something else going through that straw. I'm tracking the source. Confirmed. Cheryl, they're looking for the packet. They're looking for the packet. Do you feel nauseous? Does your stomach feel weird at all? Not necessarily painful, but just maybe like, I don't know, like a weird fullness. It looks like what?
She says I was afraid of that. No nausea.
It looks like there's a space something is trying to create a space in your stomach area, like upper. When I say stomach, it's more like your organ, your stomach, the organ, not your belly. It's right below the stomach. So I don't have an appetite tonight, which is strange. Well, if the stomach is kind of compressed, then it sometimes will give the brain like a signal of you're full, you're not hungry. I think you need an extraction, Cheryl. This makes me so upset. So with whatever that is that's implanted in the base of your skull near your hairline, it looks like there's pathways that extend from that go into your cranial case. There's a lot of really important things around this area. It looks like it goes pretty deep. I almost want to say that it's like they're trying to extend like a root type of network to access the amygdala and hippocampus. I'll message you after. Okay, Cheryl? Let's see. Erin Dowling. You're welcome. Message me to make sure that I message you, okay? Erin Dowling, are you here? Is Erin Dowling here? Do you see her? Erin Dowling. Not her. Him. Do you see him? Sorry.
Yeah, he's here.
Is he here? I'm sorry, Erin. All right. Are you ready? Oh my gosh.
Yes, him.
And I totally saw your face as I was saying your name. 555. Ooh, 555, 77%. What? Okay, sorry, Erin. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. How do you feel? Could you hear my music? Gang, 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 gang. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait.
He also has.
Yeah, I just saw he has another.
Yeah. He also has any suggestions to help with manifestation?
No, I don't. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, no. This is right. All right. So let me go ahead and get the cards. So regarding the feelings, let's see. Oopsie. Daisy. Oh, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. Mm-hmm. 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 Do, 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 do. Okay. Okay, so Four of Swords in reverse. That has to do with circumspection, precaution, economy, guarded advancement, desire to recover what was lost. So there is a desire to recover what was lost, but it's very, very guarded. You also got the Hangman, getting stronger in oneself after a lot of deliberating and delaying in your life. This has to do with you, okay? You have to take in this Hangman energy and find more strength within yourself for your journey. Has nothing to do with the other person, strictly for your journey, okay? So this is their energy. And then you have the Page of Pentacles, in reverse. Failure to recognize obvious facts, dissipation of ideas, illogical thinking, rebelliousness, wastefulness. Regardless of how they feel, this is where they're at. You ain't gonna get a Capricorn to do nothing. Yeah, this is where they're at. There's a part of them that recognizes and feels and understands. But then there's this other part of them that's way more dominant that just doesn't care. You know, just doesn't care what's at risk of being lost, doesn't care how it affects them. They're kind of just like, fuck it. Full robot mode type of thing. Okay, so that's kind of where they're at right now. There are feelings there, but if you initiate contact, you're going to burn yourself. You're going to totally burn yourself. It's going to blow up in your face. And remember, they're looking for a reason to vilify you. And if you give them a reason, they absolutely will. Even something that logically you're not doing anything harmful. In fact, it's kind of sweet. Oh no, not to a Capricorn. Not to a Capricorn. Yep. Okay. So for the next 30, let's see what the cards tell us. Oh. Ooh-wee. Okay. Oh, some stuff. So Wheel of Fortune in reverse, bad luck, broken sequence, outside influence not contemplated. If you were considering accelerating whatever timeline, no bueno, that's going to be major bad luck for you, okay? The Hermit card, loneliness, unattached, soul searching, time needed, or time alone. This is direct instruction for you. You have to work on yourself rather than focusing on whatever it is that you're trying to do to reconnect, to reconcile. Because again, it's going to go back to the whole bad luck thing. Okay. If you don't shift your focus, it's going to go back to that. Queen of Wands in reverse. Jealousy, deceit, unstable emotions, fickleness, resistance. I think for, I tell you, being someone who is so heavily influenced by my Capricorn energy in my chart, I think probably one of the reasons why I'm not so hell-bent on actually walking away from my relationship when we have conflict, disagreement, whatever it is because he doesn't try and get me to stay. He's just like, all right. And then I'm like, but ask me to stay. Thank you. He said, please stay. So the more you try, if you don't begin to shift your focus on yourself, you will lose this. Whatever this is you're trying to reestablish, you will lose it, because if there is truly a deep connection between the two of you, a soul-based connection, they will feel all of these plans that are being done, being created. They will feel it like it's plotting. And that's probably what this sense of like, this distorted belief that you're a stalker and, you know, just like that type of feeling. So they can probably feel that you haven't actually been, you know, doing work on yourself. And it's more of like allowing yourself to heal and rise up from the things that happened that made you feel really small and broken. But you have to let that go. You have to. There's a possibility of reestablishing a connection, but just like with a power cord, once you cut it in half, what is that? Once you cut a power cord, you can't keep using that power cord. You can't just like tape it up. It's now compromised. So instead, you're going to have to get a new power cord, right? So that's kind of what's happening right now. You have to allow yourself to grow beyond whatever happened that caused the separation. If you don't, if you just try and recreate what you used to have, it's going to blow up in your face big time. And here's your final card, 9 of Swords. Tears and frustrations, letting go of emotions. Okay. Yeah, your brother's situation is probably causing you to hold tighter onto unresolved things within yourself. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, as long as you're willing to focus on what it is you're holding on and seeing what needs to be shifted about it. But I'm being told something rather harsh, and I will deliver your message to you. You're wasting this opportunity to grow yourself into the man she wants, because you're wasting the time trying to get her to agree to go back to where you're still remaining. Does that make sense? So whatever she's going through, she's not the same person anymore. She will never be that person again. Once you split up, both of you change. Both of you become a different version of yourselves. And all of this effort, all of this focus that you're putting on recreating what you used to have, that's going to blow up. Instead, why don't you focus on growing yourself, so when a reconnection eventually occurs, communication, whatever it is, there's been these changes and she can value that. Because what's Capricorn about? It's about working and reaching higher, becoming more elevated. That's Capricorn energy. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Yes. It's about visibility, prominence, governance, authority, title, profession, career, reputation, legacy, merit. So you have to let yourself rise up, because if not, even when she does start talking to you again, you know, to her, and this Capricorn can be super cutthroat. You're not going to have anything new to offer. And it's like, been there, done that. Hasn't grown. Nah, I'm good. That's Capricorn energy. Legit, that's Capricorn energy. So if you really want to bag the Capricorn, like you really, really want to reestablish something meaningful, you're going to have to grow yourself and be something where she's like, damn, you've really been working on yourself. Oh my gosh, you're not even the same person I once knew. I want to get to know you now. Okay, so work on yourself, grow yourself. It's not that you're not enough right now. It's that she's become a different person and you can't have what you used to have. So if what you want is what you used to have, you're going to just keep hurting. Now, if you let yourself grow and become an elevated, expanded version of yourself, when you guys reconnect again, like communicate again, then she might be a little bit curious and want to continue communicating, and then maybe think, hey, you know what, I want to revisit something with you. Okay. Mary, yes, I did during your expedite. Let me see. But thank you for reminding me, or asking, not reminding me. Thank you for asking. All right. And you're welcome, Erin. Monica Rose. All right, Monica's here. Okay, let's do this. You're welcome, Mary. Is it on the website? If it's not on the website, email us and we'll put it back on. Because I'm kind of weird sometimes. Randomly, I'll just disable pages. I don't do that anymore. Disable it. Yeah, no, I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand myself. All right. Monica, are you already feeling like this is a bad idea? Oh, you're getting nervous. Okay. So let me just. Okay. So there's stuff going on. All right. I feel like I need reassurance. So I'm looking up all the definitions. So it ends well. It ends well. I don't necessarily, you just got a rabbit, now it's sick. Okay, is there conflict in the house now? Like a lot of arguing? Well, not a lot, but everyone's getting on each other's nerves and, you know, some bickering. I mean, unless you're not taking care of the pet properly, I doubt it's you. Okay. I don't want to freak you out. But you have to know this, okay? You have to know this. 3 of Cups in reverse, lack of appreciation. So I see this and I'm like, someone's trying to start an argument? Is someone trying to create some sort of really disruptive, competitive, vindictive type of interaction or energy in your home? And I'm like, I don't think that card means that, but that's what I got as soon as I saw it. And then you got the Queen of Swords in reverse, which is narrow-mindedness, maliciousness, deceitfulness, vengefulness, a treacherous enemy, an ill-tempered person. So there's a specific individual that is really fixated and focused to try and create disharmony in the family and try and really like disrupt harmony. The Devil in reverse, release from bondage, divorce, recognition of one's needs by another, overcoming severe handicaps. So, I mean, you get through this, your family gets through this, and eventually everything is just honky-dory. But I didn't want to jump to conclusions. Seeing these three cards, I'm like, is someone fucking with you? I get this feeling of when someone does black magic, because I'm very sensitive to energy, when someone attempts black magic and I'm over here feeling their energy, not the person attempting, but the person focused on the target, it leaves a residue, which is like, it's like a very gritty type of feeling. That's what I'm feeling in your field. Someone's attempting black magic on you. Hold on.
Well, the person in the house too.
Girl, they paid someone. They paid someone to do this. Either they paid someone to do the actual ritual, or they bought something to do this to you. You know someone too, girl. Mm-hmm. Were you really attached to that bunny? Did you find yourself like really like you love it? You're so happy to have a pet again. You really want to take care of it. Huh? Yeah. That's why. You have two options. You have two options, okay? First option, email me. I don't even want to talk about this on a live. Email me and I'll give you the options. And are you feeling sick? You're not feeling sick, are you? Like just weird out of nowhere? Huh?
Nausea a lot lately.
Email me and we'll discuss different options. Do I have your permission to create a perimeter around you? You're not late, right? There's no reason for you to attribute the nausea to pregnancy, early pregnancy?
No.
I feel a pregnancy.
She has an IUD.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just set a perimeter around you. Is the rabbit outside? Is it in an outdoor hutch or is it inside the house? He's in the house. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything for indoors. In your room. Is a person who doesn't like you in the house moving with you guys? Is it that little? I don't know, huh?
No.
I don't know if it was you or if it was for Paula, but there was a reading where there's like someone who's fixated, has really malicious type of intention, energy. Is that the same person? The person that lives with you and doesn't like you?
So it's just my little family. Yes, or nephew.
Okay. Just message me, okay?
Hates me because of childhood.
Huh?
Brother, son hates me because of childhood.
Hmm. All right. So Wolfie, why are you here? Wolfie, why? All right, Wolfie. Breathe very deep and very slow. Let it wash over me. Let's see. Just trying to find a song. All right. How do you feel, Erica? Wait, was it Erica? It's Erica, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Wolfie, why? Sorry.
Tingling.
Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. Wolfie, well, what did I just? Wolfie, any dizziness? Tingly? Not tingly. Dizziness? Tingly. She said tingly.
Mm-hmm.
Is she dizzy?
She said she's tingling. She hasn't,
Okay, awesome. Carmen Maclow. Carmen, are you here? Hooty hoo. Pass that, pass that,
Yes.
pass the Dutch, baby.
Carmen's here.
All right, Carmen. Breathe very deep and very slow. All right. How do you feel?
Feeling hot.
Yes, you'll feel hot. You can also feel tingly. You can feel sometimes like weird sensations going up your spine. Any dizziness? Lightheaded? You might suddenly feel kind of chilled, as well as the lightheadedness going away. You feel okay now? And if you're lightheaded, make sure you stay seated, okay? Did she say she's feeling better?
Yes.
Awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of the crew. Everything is awesome. Christiania Desser. Yeah. Oh. You're welcome, Carmen. Is Christiana here?
She's here. Is it too late to make hers a general reading?
Absolutely not. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Let us get some cards. This beat is sick. Okay. Oh, when the night has come and the land is dark, and the only light will see. No, I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. All right. That would be like, all right. So, hold on. I'm just looking at a list. All right. So you got the Magician card. I see this and I feel like you're about to be blindsided with something, okay? Elements of surprise, good or bad. It feels like you're about to be blindsided. So with the identifiers that you listed in the notes, how did you come to those conclusions? Was that something that you just know? Is it something someone told you? Be afraid. Did she comment?
Yeah.
Just as long as you stay by.
You mean the original question?
Yes, the original question.
feel like a move may be best, but I'm not sure.
No, I mean how you identified yourself. The labels that you gave your soul. How did you come to those labels? All right, so you got judgment in reverse, disappointment, failure to face facts, indecision, procrastination, alienation of affections. So the reason I ask that is I get this odd feeling that you were lied to. And I don't know why. What's your definition of orifim? How do you define an orifim? And I'm sorry if I'm not trying to quiz you. I just want to make sure that I understand, because sometimes people use a term defined as they believe it, and then someone else uses the same term, but they have a different definition. So I want to make sure I understand what you mean by orifim, because it feels like this is tied to it, like you're about to be blindsided by something really not very good. Disappointment, failure to face facts, indecision, procrastination, alienation of affection.
I'm still learning, but there are blue-ray and indigo orphans which receive by the Elohim.
And you're aware that the Elohim are the fallen. There's the Elohai, I believe, and Elohim. So there's two. One fell from grace, fell from code. The other remained intact. And I'm kind of thinking you were in contact with one that fell. And is it the same person that identified you as an orifim that also identify you as seraphim? I mean, see, if it's the same person, and I don't want to discredit anyone, I'm just going based off the energy that I'm picking up, that there was some sort of deception. I want to say that if there really was deception, they probably are not aware. There's a potentiality that they were being used as a Trojan to give you information. Now, the validity of that information, I don't know. But it ties in with this, where you're about to be blindsided by, what is it? Where did I put it? Here. Disappointment, failure to face facts, indecision, alienation of affections. So just kind of keep that, in the back of your mind. I don't know how this is going to play out, but this is definitely information that you need in advance. And your final card, justice, legal situation or document, finding out the truth in the matter affecting the balance. So you'll find out. I'm hoping you weren't intentionally deceived. I mean, I don't really know why someone would benefit off telling you that. I mean, if this is someone that was, ooh, hummingbird just flew past. If this is someone that was doing these things like in a friend capacity and they're not charging you, I don't see how they would benefit. You know what I mean? But if it's someone who is charging you for services, and they tell you this, so now you need this service, and then you need this service, and then you need this service, that you might question, okay? But no matter what, you're going to find out the truth in things, no matter what. The way this plays out, you'll see the truth of whatever's happening. If this individual is compromised and has been being used to negatively affect your journey, I don't know. It's just these cards don't feel good. They don't feel good, but in the end you find out the truth. So that makes me feel better. But there's going to be some sort of rough patch, some rockiness that occurs. So are they saying that you're blue flame Yana? That you're Vianas? Okay, I'll just leave that alone. I'll just leave it alone. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, like, why would someone lie about something like this? Because it feels, and it's not necessarily that you aren't. That's not what I'm getting at. There's deception. What I'm focused on is the deception. So there's a possibility that you are, but they say this to everybody, like all their clients, so that the client can get this, this, and this done. I don't know. There's some, and I'm not saying that's exactly what it is, but you know, just trying to give an example as to why someone would. Oh, Orifim, Blue Flamiana, Orifim. So, yeah, you guys just have to be careful. I'll just leave it at that. All right. Thank you, Christiana. 13 Empress 22376. Well, that's one hell of a screen name. Empress, are you here? You're welcome. All right. So let us get some cards. So regarding that topic, let's see. Who's blocking the process? His side of the family? Who's contesting it?
His wife's side.
Oh, shit. And you have a paternity test?
His wife passed before him.
I say, oh, shit, because that's what feels so vindictive. Not necessarily from her, but from her side. It's like vindictive ass energy. All right. So, ooh, okay, you got card number 9, Uranus, genius. As a higher octave of Mercury, Uranus arrives to break the rules and smash established structures. Whatever it is. So everything's about to be turned upside down, okay? You cannot take all this stuff personal at this point. his business partner, and his wife's family. Does he have documentation that gives his assets to his children?
It was originally in court with the wife and wife's family since 2015.
So then the assets belong to the wife, but he was trying to be awarded the assets because of the marriage. And then when he passed, you were fighting with the wife's family. I just feel like ridiculous amounts of vindictiveness. So this will bring about change that can no longer be resisted. It's about not taking things personally, being detached and unemotional, like recognizing other people's motivations. And it's talking about how things will be turned upside down. This is the Tower card. It's not going to be a smooth ride. And it won't pan out the way you expect. Don't look upon these manifestations as wrong for you. Instead, go with it and see how your life becomes transformed. This is going to upset you. Based off of this card alone, the feeling that I'm getting is you're not getting it. You're not going to get it. That it's time for you to stop holding up your life, waiting for this. Is the wife's side of the family extremely wealthy? Do they have, like, you know, no restrictions on how much money they'll spend to keep her assets with them? Because if that's the case, you're probably not going to get it. You know, if they were fighting with the husband and he was married to their, whatever she was to them, sister, daughter, aunt, whatever it is, they sure as hell's not going to give it to you. Hold on. Let's look at the other cards. This might just be a reflection of what's going on right now, okay? There might be other information in the other cards or what's gone on in the past. Let's see. But it's such a vindictive energy. Vindictive. Oh my gosh. Card number 50, Saturn return, age. They always say time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself. This shatters all illusions. If you hold on to things, your suffering will grow and depression may follow. And you have to face it. You may become keenly aware that you may not have enough time left to achieve your goals. Often there is a paring away of what is not essential, but for those who have not acted wisely, this will be a difficult transition. So it might be that this is going to be pared away, cut away, removed because it's kept you in limbo for so many years. And I mean, my personal opinion, if she left him the money, then she left him the money. And if he had a child with you, then he's an heir to his father's estate. But that, my personal opinion doesn't get a say in this. Let's see. So this is going to be a rough passage. Ooh, but also a harvest. Well, let's see. Let go of your illusions, for they do not serve you. You're down to the brass tacks now. Time to see what you're made of. When this card is drawn, it'll feel as if nothing goes right for you, and you may feel very discouraged. Just as it seems things are progressing, there are obstacles. What this truly is Saturn showing you a part of your life that may not have been based upon anything real. Oh, it may have outlived its purpose, or perhaps you've misjudged the situation, thinking it better than it is. Well, damn, be hella harsh. Okay. In truth, Saturn returns are all about correction. Saturn corrects any area which isn't based on reality. It might be romance, business deals, educational paths, partnerships, or marriage. This card is pointing something out to you that may not have been genuine in the first place, and that should probably be let go of. I don't think you're going to get it, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to happen. One more card. Let's see if maybe this card will be suddenly like, gotcha, she gets it. Okay, so card number 2, Moon, Soul. All things must come to the soul from its roots, from where it's planted. This card is all about mystery, feeling, and hidden messages. Represents what is felt instinctively and what's at the core of our emotions. It shows the intimate side of who we are. This card indicates fluctuations, concealment. It's about controlling your emotions, okay? This card usually means there's trouble controlling the emotions. Something's being obscured. You may feel you've lost your direction, or that you don't have any, or you don't have all of the information to go forward. Did he have a living will? Some sort of legally binding documentation that states who gets his estate. The moon tells us to hang on. I'm confused AF. Deception is possible. Someone from your past is about to re-enter your life. This is a High Priestess card. I don't know. I kind of get this feeling that what this card represents is you should hold on. You're almost to the finish line. And okay, here's my take. Like you said, continue on with your life. Let it just play in the background. Let it continue. You've already held on for this long. Let it continue. And if your son doesn't get his rightful inheritance, then he doesn't. But holding on, you might find that something comes to the surface and you guys get his inheritance. But it's such a mixed bag of feelings that I get. Such a very mixed bag of like, yes and no, and very intense too. But no matter how mixed that bag is, nothing changes about her side of the family being really vindictive. Does he have children? Did he have children with his wife?
Oh.
So it's just grown-ass people. It's just grown-ass people really upset. They're not even trying to, gosh. Holy shit, you were together for 21 years? Oh, okay. All right. Linda Najarian. Linda, are you here? Linda? Okay. So let's go ahead.
She's here.
And mark this. Yeah, I see. All right, Linda. Hi, Linda. Okay. So you got the Queen of Pentacles, prosperity and well-being, generosity, security, liberty, grace, dignity, a noble soul. You also got the Nine of Pentacles, accomplishment, discernment, discretion, foresight, prudence, material well-being, love of nature. It's like you have a lot of really wonderful things going on, a very stable energy, stable type of environment. And then in comes your third card, which is the Lovers in reverse. Failure to meet the test, separation, frustration in love and marriage, interference, fickleness, unwise plans. So it's this sense that in one regard, you have all the things that you want or need. But in other aspects, you feel, are you single right now? Are you single and feeling very alone? Not just because you're single, but because maybe no one in your family really understands you, feeling very isolated, very misunderstood?
Almost divorced, yes, lonely.
Okay. So it's you're probably gonna be okay, like financially speaking. You'll be okay. All right. You don't necessarily have to worry too much about the earthly stuff, finances and things like that. But this is what weighs so heavily. The Lovers in reverse. Let me just pull something. Okay. You're definitely walking away from the ugly stuff. Okay. So just hang in there. Just hang in there. The things that you need to know. You have Three of Cups in reverse and Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's like almost this feeling of someone intentionally trying to sabotage your happiness, someone trying to keep you out in the cold, trying to. Is your soon to be ex vindictive? Whoa, where did this card come from? This card popped out. Three of Swords in reverse. Is this a third party circumstance?
Somewhat. She said yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it doesn't work out between them because you got the 3 and then you got the 3 and then you got the 3, like it's 333. All I got to say is just mind your business, girl. Blinders up. Driver, roll up the partition, please. That's what I'm hearing. They're just a mess. They're a mess. They're a mess. I don't know if it's your ex or if it's the third person or what, but it's just, there's so much potentiality for it to get messy. No, no, do not partake in any of it. They say something, okay, sure. That's all you got to say, girl. 2 + 2 is 30. Yes. Yes, sure. You hate me. Yes. Sure. Just don't. There's this possibility that shit starts to go south for them. And then the ex comes back, oh my God, I made such a mistake. I didn't know how good I had it with. No, bichacho, go back to your puta. I'm sorry, but don't. They're going to suck you in and make your life real miserable. You're almost through it, okay? Just hang in there. This is what your soul wants you to know. Hang in there. Don't go back to that. Don't go, not even as friends. Do you guys have kids? Do you have to have interaction? Do they have kids? Does she answer? Well, you don't have to answer that, girl.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Just one? I tell her she doesn't have to answer if they have kids. Now I want to know how many. One adult? Yeah. Leave that alone, girl. There's no need for you to be part of whatever they're going through. It's a mess. It's a mess. And you already know that too. All right, let's see. Barb M, are you here? Well, let him enjoy his new family. I think you have so much other stuff that's coming your way, and it feels like you're going to be so much happier than you've ever been, but you will have some alone time. It doesn't feel like it's going to happen next week, next month. It feels like there's things within you that need to be shifted a little bit more, Linda, because you've gone for so long without you being your own priority. Okay, so this period alone is to really retrain your brain to make you your priority. Okay. Hi, Barb. Thank you, Linda. So let's see. That's intense. Let's see if that's going to happen for you. Ooh, yes. It's a hard yes. Hard yes. Ooh. You might need to move, though. To answer your question, justice. And these cards flew out of the deck. Justice, legal situation or document. Police finding out the truth in the matter affecting the balance. That's a very definitive answer. So, Barb, yes. Yes is the answer to your question. We also have... She
says she's buffering at the moment.
That's okay. And then you have Ace of Coins in reverse. Ooh. Fool's Gold. What does that have to do with it, though? So the answer to your question is yes, but it seems like there's been some trickery. Prosperity without happiness, misused wealth, wasted money, corruption by money, miserliness, greed, fool's gold. I don't feel like this is you, though. And then you have the Four of Swords, sickness, bed illness, needing to take time out. Rest and relaxation is needed here. So there's another issue going on aside from the issue you're going to get justice on. I'm wondering if this has to be this has to do with the landlord. If there's a landlord, like a building management. Hold on. It feels like someone's doing you dirty. It feels like someone is going to put you in a questionable circumstance. Yeah. So 2 of Cups in reverse, unsatisfactory love, false friendship, troubled relationship, separation, cross desires, misunderstanding. I think there's some underhanded dealings going on. Very underhanded. You have to be aware, okay? Use high levels of discernment. I can't tell who it is. Is your daughter married? Is your daughter married? It felt male. Married or like with a boyfriend who you don't like. Because it could be that someone else is encouraging her to do some really questionable things. I can't tell if it's your daughter. Let's see. Huh?
She does have a boyfriend?
Are you saying the boyfriend is a Gemini?
Yes.
Okay. Does he have dark hair and a receding hairline? What? You're not the only Gemini in this world. Maybe it's not your daughter then. You know, maybe it's not your daughter. Maybe it's time to heal that wound that happened. Okay. And of course, I'm not telling you what to do, but I don't feel like it's your daughter. I don't. Okay, let's see. All right, guys.
I think she has a lag.
Yeah, no, she said that. She's buffering and she has a lag. And I think because of the buffering, she has a lag, is what I'm trying to say. All right. Thank you guys so much for sharing this space with me.
She could be the stalker.
Could be the stalker. Is that what the stalker looks like? Maybe that's why she said that? The dark hair, receding hairline. I want to say olive skin. That's who I'm seeing, like underhanded dealings, bordering malicious intent. Well, no, it is malicious intent, but what I feel right now is not an elevated, like, I want to kill you. No, not like that, but definitely malicious intent. All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much for sharing this space with me. Ooh, 3 hours, 33 minutes. Whoa. 33:44. Thank you. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Also, I should be coming live again on Thursday to make up for missing out this whole past weekend. So if you couldn't get an expedite today, come back on Thursday around the same time, okay? Bye, guys.